Hey there, I'm Jeremy McNeese. I'm thrilled you're going to spend a few minutes with me learning how to use essential oils with your children. I have used Young Living essential oils since 2017. I am on Liz Jacobs' team, so you might have seen another video from her. I have known Liz for a very long time, and she was working to make her house safer, cleaner, and more healthy, and that really sparked an interest in me, and I have jumped in with her and never looked back. I have one daughter named Amelia. She is almost 2 years old, and I have used oils since before she was even a thought, certainly all throughout my pregnancy, delivery, breastfeeding, and now her whole life. I find they're very effective in helping me to support her little body and anything that she is going through. So I hope to share a few tips and tricks to give you some confidence to use these oils with your babes. So first things first, I want to go over a couple of safety items. So the tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you are only for Young Living products. I visited a farm in Utah with our oily team when I was just very first newly pregnant, and I've seen firsthand the farms. I've seen the distillation process. I have seen how they bottle these oils, and there's nothing else that I will use on my daughter. I know that they're safe. I know that they're pure. I know that they're not adulterated. So I just want to keep in mind that this video is very specific to Young Living only. I've used plenty of other brands on myself before really jumping in with Young Living, and they are not, I never received the therapeutic qualities. They might have smelled nice, but they didn't do anything for me, so it wasn't really any different than having a candle or something like that at home. So just make sure that you're using Young Living oils. Second, we want to talk about dilution. So it's important to dilute the oils because they're super powerful. So what we want to do is just slow down the absorption rate into the skin when you're using them topically. So it doesn't reduce the efficacy, it just slows it down. So when you're using them topically on a child that's 6 months to 12 months, you're going to use 1 drop of essential oil to 30 drops of a carrier oil. For a toddler, that's going to be 1 drop of essential oil to 15 drops of a carrier oil. And then for an older child or an adult, it would be 1 drop of essential oil to 1 to 2 drops of a carrier oil. Carrier oils are easy to find in your kitchen, so you're really just looking for anything that's non-GMO or organic. That's a plant oil. So I like coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil. Those are the ones that I use the most. I also keep a few other oils on hand, like a jojoba or a vitamin E, but really and truly the coconut and avocado is what I use the most. So don't make it hard, just use what you have right on hand. Let's see, third rule, keep your oils out of reach from your little ones. They are super bright and pretty. My daughter loves to carry them around, but I'll occasionally give her one that's already diluted, so that way she can now get the tops off. So I want to make sure that she doesn't carry around one that would be a little spicy on the skin or anything like that. So make sure that you store them up and away. And then the last safety tip is that if you're using a citrus oil on the skin topically, make sure that it's only on a place where the sun won't hit it for at least 12 hours. So they are photosensitive, which means that it can darken the skin if it's in direct sunlight. So either just diffuse it, or if you're using it on the skin, just use it somewhere where the clothes are going to cover it up or anything like that. So hope that helps. So now I'm just going to jump into some of the oils and products that we have. I will start with the Seedlings line, I think. So this line came out and it's for babies. Everything is already really diluted, so you don't have to worry about that dilution. It's pre-diluted, and it's designed just to help calm and comfort the little bitty infants. We have used the Seedlings line since birth. I am so in love with the smell. It smells like my baby, so it's kind of intoxicating, but it comes with the oil, so I'll diffuse this in her room while she's sleeping. We use the shampoo and body wash. The diaper cream is absolutely the best. Like, we've never had a diaper rash that this didn't clear up and like extremely quickly. This little tube has lasted me, I probably bought it when she was born and she's 2 now. So I cannot recommend this enough. It comes with, we have the lotion, there's a linen spray and the oil. I will say, just personal preference, I use these the least. So if you're looking to save money, I would do the shampoo or the body wash. It's all in one. The lotion and the diaper cream is by far what I use the most. After the Seedlings line, well, this one is kind of hybrid right now. So this is called Tender Tush. So this used to be part of our Kids Sense line, and this one has lasted me a while. So this still says Kids Sense. They've recently rebranded it to Seedlings because it's sort of like a diaper rash cream, but it's not. It's actually like more of the consistency of like a coconut oil. But I use this for like any raw or dry spots or scrapes or anything that her skin needs supporting. I've used it on scraped knees. I've used it on her lips, or like if she gets a little windburned or anything like that. Tender Tush is amazing. I also use it on myself for the same purposes. The Kids Sense line is very similar to the Seedlings line in that it's pre-diluted. It's made right for their little bodies. They're fun colors. They have little characters, and it's just made for them to just pick right up and start using. It comes in all sorts of things. There's shampoos, body washes, lotions. There's toothpaste. So this is a fluoride free. So you can, the day you start using toothpaste, you can start using this as a training toothpaste and just carry on throughout their whole childhood until they want to switch to the Thieves toothpaste. I've used this in a pinch when I ran out of these and didn't have my order delivered in time. It tastes pretty good. It's kind of citrusy. So there's lots of options in the Kids Sense line. There's Mighty Zymes. Mighty Zymes help. It's a digestive enzyme, and it's a chewable little vitamin type thing. And so if they're just having trouble digesting food on time and properly, these enzymes will help get that going. There's also a Kids Sense vitamin that is full of arnica berries, and Amelia eats them like crazy. I have to hide them in a different cabinet so that way she won't just get to them. But I can't recommend that vitamin enough. I can't keep it in stock. We ran out just this week, so I don't have it to show you. But it looks a little bit like this, and then it's the Kids Sense multivitamin. I have lots of the oils. I do not have the roll-ons, but they're next on my list. So the roll-ons would be just such an easy way to get her using oils herself. They're diluted to what is safe for her to use, but there's all sorts of things like a tummy jize, so a sleepy one. There's one called Genius that will help focus once she's ready to do schoolwork. There's one called Owie, so you can put it on scrapes. So highly recommend looking at the Kids Sense line because it's just a no-brainer. It's easy. You don't have to think about diluting or anything. The ones that come in the bottles are also diluted too. So you could just take the cap off and put it right on the skin, or you can diffuse these or anything like that. So we use the tummy jize, the sleepy jize, and or the sleepy eyes, and the snifflies. So my nose stayed congested my entire pregnancy from day one until I delivered. I could not breathe, so I walked around with snifflies every day, and I just swiped it right on my nose, and I didn't have to worry about it because it was already diluted, so I just kept one in my purse. So I can't recommend that one enough. So those would be, oh yeah, let's see. So this is the Kids Sense Unwind. I take these myself all the time, but it's like a pixie stick for bedtime. It's full of really great vitamins and minerals that just promote a good night's sleep. It tastes like watermelon. It's really good. It's really flavorful, and I really like them. Let's see what else we have. I love our sunscreen. It's a mineral sunscreen. It comes in an SPF 10 or an SPF 50. We mostly use the 10 because we just try to practice smart sun exposure and not get too much at any one time. But these bottles will last forever. It's pretty thick, so a little goes a long way. So I love our sunscreen. Because sunscreen, I'm not sure if you've ever read the ingredients, but it can be full of some gunk. So you want to make sure that it's clean and it's safe since it's going on the skin. The skin absorbs everything you put on it. So beyond the Seedlings and the Kid Sense lines, I still use tons of our everyday products and oils for all sorts of ailments. When she was teething, I love Copaiba. You put 1 drop on your finger and rub it straight onto their gums. It's a super mild, super safe oil, and it just really helps with that pressure and pain that they feel when they're teething. I have been using Peace and Calming. We are getting into the 2s. She is finding her feet in her opinion, and she wants the world to know. So I'm frequently using Peace and Calming, either in the diffuser, or I will take any old roller bottle. We get them on Amazon. They're not super expensive. And I dilute it to her dilution, and then I'll rub it on her feet or on her spine, or if she's running around the house, just wherever I can get it on her. And it does what the name says it does. It will really calm her down when she's just having a difficult time with something. So I love Peace and Calming. I love Gentle Baby and Inner Child. Gentle Baby is just really calming and soothing. A lot of people say it smells like a baby powder. I don't like the smell of baby powder, and I still love this, so I would definitely give it a try. But it's more of the calming, and then the Inner Child is just going to promote those feelings of creativity and play and things that we as adults need. So I like to diffuse the 2 of those during certain times. So our adult roll-on bottles come like this, and when I get most of the way down on one, I'll open it up and add carrier oil, and then I wrap it with washi tape, and I know that this is now diluted to Amelia's strength. So that's how I use our rollers for the Thieves roller. This one's Breathe Again, so anything like respiratory that you just need to support, you can rub this on her chest or on the spine of a child or anything like that, but this is how I dilute to make sure it's safe for her and not as strong as if it is for me. When she comes home from daycare, I just typically have Thieves running in the diffuser just to help boost our immune system and keep us free from any of the bugs that she might be bringing home with her. Another frequent use in most houses, we've been pretty fortunate in this area, but I do have this roller made up and ready to go. So I take a roller and I fill it up with the right carrier oil, and then I add purification and basil. So if she ever gets like a feeling of pressure or just kind of like discomfort in her ear, so you would take purification and basil and just rub on the outside. So remember, we don't put oils in the mouth, and we don't put oils in the ear, but we do put them around. You can put purification on a cotton ball, let it sit for a few seconds and soak in, and then put the cotton ball in the ear, and that will also help with that pressure or that discomfort. If you have one that is doing homework or studying or anything like that, we're not there yet, but I know it's coming. I like to diffuse just like very invigorating and like oils that help you concentrate. I actually use them for work. My favorite is peppermint and tangerine, or peppermint and orange. These are just very stimulating and help you to really focus. The Kid Sense line also has the Genius, and so I really recommend that during homework sessions. Let's see what else. For sleep, I love the Sleepy Eyes, but I also love just lavender and cedar wood. These are a powerhouse combination. You can add a citrus oil in with that if you like a bergamot or an orange. But just the two of these, having the floral and the woodsy, is just so calming and so sleep supportive. So that is definitely what I use for sleep. So I think I went through most of my goodies that I have in front of me. I hope you learned a few tips and tricks. If you ever need anything, reach out to anyone in Oil & Co. Or the Essential Exchange. We are here to support you, and we want you to have a successful oily journey. Thanks.